I have to be very careful with this statement because I don't want to use names. I usually get into trouble for that. But there's a very large lender that you know that represents the United States and I think owns the continent of the United States. I'm not sure at this moment in time. But they, on average, get... Huh? HSBC. Yeah, HSBC. God save the Queen. They're an English-backed company, by the way. They receive, as of November, their average influx was 16,500 packages a week. They have 946 employees to lose that bank money. So the problem is that with an average loss mitigator in this organization handling 450 files, of which about 100 they can actually work on, goes back to Tim's point. Their pressure for them to help you is based on if the property is going to go into foreclosure and how much money they're going to lose. So it's not a question of them not necessarily wanting to help. It's the sheer volume that they're having to handle that prevents them from giving you a speedy decision, for not necessarily applying logic, for making these things difficult. Plus, we as professionals all at this table have to ask the bank to disqualify you from your own home loan that you originally qualified for, and it involves much more paperwork than you actually needed to qualify for it. So that's something I wanted to make everyone aware, that that's why it takes the time. That's why it doesn't get all the attention that it might deserve, you might feel, on an immediacy nature.
I actually wanted to add something.
Yeah.
I wanted to add that, we come back to the big phrase that it depends, because that's a big one, and that depends on who the lender is. And to my knowledge, Wachovia is the only one that does that. Like, for example, if an agent goes to talk to you and they have your listing, she'll actually go to your home. I don't know that any other lender does that.
From the bank side, we're starting to see more and more movement because they really didn't believe that they were going to take as much loss and that we were in such serious trouble across this country 2 years ago. They just didn't want to believe it because we've all signed these loans, these notes, borrowers promise to pay. And we're going to require you to pay no matter what the state that our nation is in. So this is really good information for us to be hearing. I do want to say one thing, modifications. I told you I was in the credit union industry for quite a number of years in management positions. Modifications take 5 minutes. So to make a loan, to do a modification, to be serious, can take 5 minutes. I can ask an attorney to change that modification and have you sign it, and we're done. I don't need your pay stubs, bank statements, requalify you, make sure you fit into the box of 31%. I can modify it very, very quickly, but the volume has compounded this, but it's still all about this. Their hands are tied. They can't make all the decisions themselves. And we're still in this for, a good bit longer.